we're very, very community focused. When we set up the business, we were actually offered a rent-free period, a location in Warrington. It was an old call centre. So we had that for 18 months as a free place to start the business in. But myself and business partner Lee Spencer were both local men. And we just wanted to do something in Liverpool where, you know, we could be proud of it and we could actually give the city, you know, another employer. And the idea and the design behind the business in 5 or 10 years' time, we'll be providing sustainable employment for, you know, many hundreds of people. And with what we've seen in recent times, some of the larger names pulling out of the city and vacating and leaving a lot of people sort of high and dry, we hope that we can go some way towards sort of, you know, replenishing some of the employment that the city has lost in recent times. And we've always committed as well, and we've had a recent press release to say how we will always be committed to safeguarding Liverpool jobs, even when the time comes that we do move out of the city and we provide employment in other areas. But we would always fall back on the safeguard of Liverpool jobs being uppermost in our mind. We do work quite heavily in the community as well. We have a real good relationship with the Merseyside Fire Service. You know, those guys down there do a sterling job of, you know, keeping us all safe. And when we found out that those guys were running into some potential problems with some projects that they were running in terms of finance and indeed hours to run the projects, we felt that we should step in and we should do something. So it's a gentleman called Roy and Peter who head that up in the Merseyside Fire Service. And we supported a project that they run down in Liverpool 8. It's called the Friday Night Project. It's held at Starfields. And basically what we do is myself and a couple of other members of staff go down of a Friday evening and we run 2 community sessions of football for younger guys and then guys who are sort of a little more mature. The fire service and ourselves in that we try to teach sort of discipline, teamwork and all these respect and everything else like that. And part of what we do, as well as providing hours and support there, we also provide funding, and some of the funding that we've provided in recent times has been used to send some of the guys from down there on a healthy eating initiative, whereby they were professionally trained by a chef for the day. They learned how to source, prepare and cook healthy meals on a budget, which is, you know, a real good thing. And in addition to that, while the campaign was actually running, Merseyside Fire Service reported a 54% reduction in malicious fire setting in the area. And as a byproduct of that, and something completely that, you know, ourselves in the fire service didn't really expect, was that antisocial behaviour crime in the area was reported to have fallen by Merseyside Police by 14%. You know, and this was all due to the, you know, the great work that the fire service had started down there, and that we were fortunately able to help them continue to do. So that's the Friday Night Project, and I know Roy and Peter have plans to expand that, and we're currently in discussions with them to further support them. Again, with the fire service, we've very proud to sponsor 2 of the events that they've had lately, which is the 999 Cup, which was held up at Liverpool Football Club's Academy. So yeah, we were really pleased to help out and be able to sponsor those events with those guys too. The Liverpool Comedy Festival, I'm sure, you know, a lot of people would have heard of that already. You know, it's been massively successful for the city. It's an international event, but particularly, you know, successful in the northwest of England in particular. And we were spoken to a gentleman called Sam Avery. He's the creative director down at the Liverpool Comedy Festival Trust. And having met Sam a few times at the Liverpool Chamber of Commerce meetings, you know, those guys are a charitable trust, and they fall well in line with our ambitions of not really spending too much money on regular advertising and looking at supporting local projects and hopefully raising awareness of ourselves during that process. So when the opportunity came up to be the headline sponsor for this, it was right up our street. Part and parcel of that is we've done quite a bit of work on this. We are going to be having a launch event for the Comedy Festival. It's going to be held at the Royal Court. It's going to be the best of the fest, so it'll be all the best of the local comedians who are on tour at the moment. And we're going to be providing 1,100 free tickets to go to that event for the people of Liverpool, really. So it's our gift to the city, and you know, it's the launch of the event. And like everything else that we do, we just really want the people of the city to get behind the event and really get behind us at the same time, and, you know, let's all make sure that the event goes really, really well. I'm pretty sure that it is going to go down well. You know, 1,100 free tickets should be a good incentive for anybody to want to take part. So we're really excited and delighted. It's a massive opportunity for us. You know, it's our John Smith's Grand National Review. It's a bit of a coup for us. So we're really excited and delighted to be taking part in that too.